4 fantasy tight ends and a bunch of others. There's only 4 fantasy tight ends that you should even possibly consider as a draftable tight end early. That's before the 7th round. A whole ton of guys that are going to be available later on. Number 1, you got Jimmy Graham of the Saints, over 900 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He's number 1 because of an injury risk to Gronkowski. He may miss significant time this year. And Graham is by far the best tight end for number of targets and receptions in the NFL. He's an early pick. There are people who take him in the 1st round. I don't know why. That seems ridiculous to me. But he certainly doesn't last past the 15th pick in the draft, which is halfway through the 2nd round in most leagues. And will be taken again early this year. At the number 2 spot, we've got Rob Gronkowski of the Patriots. 790 yards, 11 touchdowns last year. Again, injured. He had back surgery, arm surgery in the offseason, still struggling a bit. He may start the season on the physically unable to perform list, which means he misses 6 weeks. But last year, even after missing 5 games, he led the NFL in touchdowns at the tight end spot. Could very well do that again this year. He's that good. He still goes in round 4, certainly no later than round 5. At number 3, we've got Tony Gonzalez of the Falcons, the longtime player, hanging on for 1 more season, over 900 yards and 8 touchdowns last year. Great offense that surrounds him, so it frees him from being covered by the defense too much. Can still get the job done even with his age. 124 targets last year. This is going to be his last season, last chance to get to the Super Bowl. And hopefully if you're a Gonzalez fan, you can root on the Falcons. Gonzalez is a round 5, maybe 6 tight end as far as when he is taken. And number 4 is Jason Witten of the Cowboys. Over 1,000 yards receiving last year, but only 3 touchdowns. He gets a ton of looks from the Cowboys. He got 148 targets, 110 catches last year, but he averaged less than 10 yards a catch, only scored the 3 touchdowns. That doesn't bode well for him to be taken any earlier than the 6th round, and that's where I have him, but he's the only other tight end you want to consider this early. If you look at all the rest of the tight ends, you can grab a name out of a hat almost. Kyle Rudolph, Vernon Davis, Scott Chandler, Jermaine Gresham, Tyler Eifert, Brandon Pettigrew, Brandon Myers, Colby Fleener, Jordan Cameron, Brent Seelick, Martellus Bennett, Jared Cook, Owen Daniels, Antonio Gates, Jermichael Finley, Greg Olson, or Anthony Fasano. Fred Davis should also be part of that from the Redskins. And you could grab any of those guys. Take them in round 9, take them in round 10, and they're going to be fine for you. The tight end position is the best position to look for individual matchups and use the waiver wire during the season. A couple other guys to keep a lookout for: Heath Miller of the Steelers, Tony Moeaki of the Chiefs. They're hurt, they've been hurt, but they are very good when they are healthy. So look again for them during the season in specific matchups to be able to pick up and be successful during the year. But those are the only tight ends you want to look at.